Merritt, the Greene County Sheriff, and I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about press politics and your interaction with the press. I know that there's been some sharp words kind of going both ways, and maybe you can just help kind of explain how you interact with the press and what kind of issues come up.
Well, you know, I established a policy when I took office in 2001 that it's an extremely important and critical part of any law enforcement agency to have a good relationship with the media, because this is a tool that, you know, not only do the people deserve to know what's going on in their community, but it's a tool that law enforcement can use to get information out, you know, and any law enforcement agency is only as good as the people they serve want them to be. If they want to share information, if they want to be supportive of law enforcement, then it's an exchange. And that's what I've felt, and I've felt that I've had a really good relationship with the media. Until recently, I've kind of taken some hits, and you know, I think maybe it's the philosophy of some individuals in the media that the only good news is really bad news, and to build on that, and in doing that, it harms a lot of people. If you start talking about one situation and you are bringing that constantly to the forefront of the news, where there's really not that much story there, but if you keep stirring it, and you know, my daddy always said, if you go out in the barn lot and stir, you can cause a lot of stink. And so you know, when you do that, you can create a lot of people are just looking for opportunities to take cheap shots at law enforcement. And you know, we do need to be accountable, and I think that's part of what the media is to be accountable. But if you exclude or don't include all the facts in a situation, is that really true reporting? Does the Sunshine Law create challenges for you as you're attempting to go out and catch bad guys? Not necessarily, because the Sunshine Law is, again, a part of that accountability. And I think that's necessary, because I have no intentions of concealing, hiding anything from the public I serve, and the public whose financial support operates my department. I don't have any intentions of hiding anything from them, but you know, you have to respect different aspects. In the recent case, you know, I am greatly restricted by HIPAA. I operate a 500-bed facility, and I have a medical clinic inside my facility. I have a doctor 5 days a week. I have 24-hour nursing staff, and so I don't feel that I'm any different under the guidelines of HIPAA than a hospital or any medical clinic around. So I have to respect that. Well, I've taken a tremendous amount of criticism saying that is something I'm using to cover myself, but that's not true. Now, in general, you often make the first move by supplying information to the media that they may not have. Do you regularly send out press releases? We do that, and something that has been very important, I think, for the media is to make photographs available. You know, when booking photographs and mug shots, and you know, if someone's arrested and it's a significant thing, it's going to be newsworthy, I make those available immediately, because the electronic media wants it, you know, right then for the next series of news that they have, and the newspaper needs it for the next morning. Now, I haven't read anything about this, but I've heard that there has been some search warrants issued for local publications or media outlets. Is there any reality to that, or is that something you're allowed to talk about? I'm not aware of it. Okay. Do you, the budget right now, Greene County, I understand that there's been a depreciation of projections. Well, now that's with the city of Springfield. Okay. Our budget is pretty solid, and my budget's already been approved, and I'm set to go for next year. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. Is there anything else that you want to say, or that you think is important people to know? Catch-all question for the media. I do know. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your time. It is truly a blessing. This is probably not anything you want to get. It's truly a blessing to be able to serve in law enforcement. I am completing tomorrow. I will have 39 years since I started my law enforcement career. And you know, we really do serve the public. Is what in your heart, that to be successful in law enforcement, that's what you need to do. You don't go in it for the money. You don't go in it for fame or anything like that. You go into it for attitude of servitude. And God has blessed me to allow me to be the sheriff of the third largest county in the state. And I feel I have an indebtedness to the people, and part of that is media relations.